Debt Market Update, December 2020. Calendar year 2020 was an action-packed year for Indian fixed income markets. The year was marked with aggressive global monetary stimulus and rate cuts, policy easing by RBI through conventional and unconventional tools, ample global and domestic liquidity, fall in growth, volatility in credit markets, sharp rise in fiscal deficit, etc. Driven by aforesaid factors, the yield on 10-year benchmark G-Sec trended down during the year and ended the year at 5.87%, down 69 basis points compared to last year. However, the fall in yields at the near end of the curve was higher, driven by 115 basis points rate cut and high liquidity, resulting in 3-month G-Sec yield falling approximately 2%. This resulted in steepening in yield curve and term premium rising sharply to approximately 2.9% as compared to 1.5% a year ago. Average interbank liquidity was significantly positive during the year, supported by large equity infusion by RBI through LTROs, TLTROs, open market purchases, foreign exchange purchases, etc. Further, increase in government spending and soft credit growth vis-a-vis the deposit growth also aided the improvement in liquidity. This was partially offset by rise in currency in circulation, which jumped approximately 22% year-on-year. FPI flows into debt markets turned negative in CY20, with net outflows of approximately $11 billion as against net inflows of $3.7 billion last year. Credit markets witnessed significant volatility during the year, driven by write-off of Yes Bank AT1 bonds, imposition of lockdown, announcement of winding up of 6 debt schemes by Franklin Templeton, etc. However, the spreads normalized substantially in the second half, driven by monetary and regulatory easing by RBI, lower than expected impact of pandemic on financial institutions, improvement in collection efficiency of banks and NBFCs, etc. Outlook. Since the outbreak of COVID-19, RBI has been proactively taking steps to cushion the impact of the pandemic on growth. In addition to a sharp reduction in policy rates, RBI reiterated its commitment towards growth with maintaining accommodative stance as long as it is necessary, at least during the current financial year and into the next financial year, to revive growth on a durable basis and mitigate the impact of COVID-19 on the economy while ensuring that inflation remains within the target going forward. RBI has undertaken multiple conventional and unconventional measures to improve liquidity and maintain easy financing conditions. It has conducted OMO purchases, Operation Twist, LTROs, TLTROs, increased HTM limits, on-tap TLTRO, allowed moratorium on loans, increased HTM limits, etc. to demonstrate its commitment towards reviving growth. Even currently, much of the policy actions and stance is based on the view that the economic recovery is uneven and nascent. Thus, we believe that RBI will continue to use conventional and unconventional tools going forward as well, thus limiting the increase in G-Sec yields, especially at the longer end. Further, range-bound oil prices, positive outlook on balance of payment, low global rates and easy liquidity by major central banks also bode well for yields in India. However, high near-term inflation remains a key risk to yields, as indicated by sharp upward revision of inflation forecast for the next 1 year by RBI in December 2020. While RBI highlighted that the rise in inflation is largely driven by supply-side factors, there is a risk of it becoming broad-based, especially given the rebound in economic activity. Going forward, inflation is likely to moderate in the first half, RBI will also be mindful of the high system liquidity and negative real yield and can reduce the same, albeit in a calibrated manner. Thus, the yields at the short end of the curve might increase over time. Further, large supply from central as well as state governments, sharp reversal in oil prices, etc., can also put upward pressure on yields. In view of the aforesaid, we believe there is limited scope of further policy rate cuts. Further, yields can rise at the short end over time depending upon the growth and inflation trajectory. However, we derive comfort from the fact that RBI seems to be committed towards maintaining ample liquidity within the system. At the long end, yields are likely to remain range-bound given the high term premium and on expectations of continued RBI intervention. Considering the aforesaid factors, we believe there is lesser probability of yields to fall significantly from here on, and hence we continue to recommend investment in short to medium duration debt funds. While credit environment still warrants caution, measures by RBI have eased the spreads on AAA rated bonds significantly. However, opportunities exist in select pockets of non-AAA rated bonds as their spreads relative to AAA rated bonds are trading at an attractive level. Hence, allocation to credit-oriented schemes or funds with some non-AAA exposure can be maintained or increased to a certain extent in line with individual risk appetite. For more on our views on fixed income markets, please refer to HDFC MF Yearbook 2021, published recently and available on our website www.hdfcfund.com. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.